YouTube, what's happening? New YouTube video, peak week, 6 days out. Haven't been recording much at all the last few days, to be honest. Even early a week, haven't really had much to show. We've just been cracking on with the same setup, training away. This is my last leg day before show one today. I have 2 rest days back to back. There is no changes to food or anything like that today. Potentially lower steps, but we're 6 days away from show one. So after the leg day today, I'm assuming there's going to be a slight food increase tomorrow, and if there's not tomorrow, there's definitely going to be the day after, because you don't want to load up too early and then spill. So it's kind of managed. So we've done a few high days in the past where my coach Jim has enough feedback to kind of make that decision on when it's appropriate to implement high days to get me bursting full for the show. So it's kind of technical, but you don't want to just do it too soon and then ruin the look. So that's the little gist of it. Sorry, don't know what I'm doing there. Yeah, that's the gist of it. But just out on a walk. It's 6 in the morning. Monday, 1st of September. How satisfying is that? But yeah, just banging out the steps. I'm going to show you what I'm up to for the next few days. Look, I'd love to do a YouTube video every single morning. Or not every morning, every day. But it's just not feasible for me, to be honest, because first of all, there's not enough to actually show you on what I'm doing, because I'm sitting down at the desk for 9 hours a day, so it would be the same thing, and I don't have enough time to show you or speak about what I'm doing across the day. So this is going to be a peak week vlog. Then I'm going to record the show day, and then I'll probably do post thoughts show day 1 the day after. So there'll be 3 videos out over the next week. So that's the plan. I'm going to crack on, do about 3,000 steps here, and I'll chat to you soon. Actually, while I'm out walking, another things that are coming to my mind. One of the boys was competing. Yes, actually two of the boys were competing yesterday. Obviously, look, I only know one of them kind of through Instagram, and my coached them. So Stephen, well done yesterday on your show, man. Fantastic placing on your first ever show. It's cool seeing people compete, especially when I haven't done it before. And then my good friend Emmett finished first place in his first outing, and he's actually competing next weekend as well, which is really cool. But yeah, it just makes you really amped up for the show, because we've been speaking for the last 5 to 6 months about the same thing, and just kind of similar thoughts at times, just about prep and stuff. So it's really cool to see people actually doing it, because it nearly feels like the day is never coming. It feels like I'm leading up to something that's never going to happen, because I've never done it before, so I don't know what to expect. But really, really cool and inspiring, to be honest, seeing people do it and seeing it pay off. So really just buzzing for the week ahead, to be honest. I mean, work till Wednesday, so I have 3 work today, tomorrow, and then Wednesday. And then I have Thursday, Friday off, and Monday and Tuesday off after the show. Polygraph test on Thursday, which I'll show you. I'll just keep you updated as I go. Back from steps, showered, done my rounds of posing, sent it over to Jim for the check-in. Of course, the check-ins are daily at the moment. About to have my morning supplementation. and my hydration drink. I'm going to show that to you now. So vitamin D, magnesium, 3 fish oil tablets from Trained by JP, curcumin, Trained by JP. All of them are here. I just leave them on the windowsill, so they're all JP, all his range. And I have the Hydromax, and then I have glutamine from Ostrafit and creatine from Ostrafit. I think my core supplements is absolutely fantastic. Like the service of delivery that they provide. Like if you order something today, it'll most likely be here tomorrow. Anyone in Ireland, if you need supplements, get them at My Core Supplements. They have everything that you possibly could need, and they're at a very reasonable price. So what I'd say is, if you ever are getting supplements from them, use my code Dylan10. I only got it as of recent, but it will save you 10% off on your order. So all like the savings, like with your supplements, will add up, especially if you're like someone that's getting supplements every month. So if anyone is listening, they are getting supplements soon, they don't have a discount code to use my code. I'll pop it up here. And yeah, thanks very much. Make my meal one now. So 250 grams of 0% fat Greek yogurt. Get that from Aldi. Same breakfast every single morning for the last like 6 months, but our bodies like consistent, predictable meals that we're used to. So stop switching up everything every few days, because if you're constantly switching up the meals in your diet and you're wondering why you feel shit, you're wondering why your weight's going up and down, it's probably because you're switching it out for, if it fits your macro meals, to kind of eke out any bit of cravings that you possibly can, when in reality you should be eating stuff that's going to keep you satiated. It's going to have nutrient dense components to it, and it's the best way to actually drive fat loss. Or if you're in a gaining phase, the same thing. Less processed shit, the better. So think about it that way the next time you're eating your meals and you're actually making yourself a meal plan. So I'm going to add in 20 grams of this, peanut butter, and then raspberries. And there we have it. Out of my lunch. It's been a busy morning. I was talking to Jim earlier after I checked in, and we're doing 10,000 steps today rather than 12, so 2,000 reduction. No changes to food, like I mentioned. And last leg session of prep for show 1, so looking forward to legs later. I want to fucking get in, absolutely attack the shit out of it, and I will give some commentary when I'm doing it. But other than that, I'll catch you in the gym later on. last leg session of prep done. Fucking great session. Tried to hold back as much as I could with the sets, because like, look, when I get into the mindset, like when I'm training legs, it's very hard to like hold back. But Jim, if you're watching, I did to a degree. You'll obviously see the clips anyway, but it's just a really bit of reduced volume on the legs. So like, I just like, especially because legs is such a weak point for me, I think anyway. I really want to push it every time I'm doing it, but it would be stupid to put myself into a hole for the next few days. But next plan of action for the next 2 days is rest day, 2 rest days back to back, because I'm after training for 3 days in a row now. I don't usually do that, but it's just simply because it's peak week. And sorry now, I'm all over the place here. Yeah, and the plan is rest day food, I assume. I don't know what the plan is. I'm saying this on a Monday, but that could completely change in the space of 24 hours. And then Jim's home on Wednesday. Will be cool to see him. It'd be nice to actually catch up in person. Last time I seen him was in June, so when I was over in Manchester. But yeah, what I'm going to do is now I'm just going to leave this like as it is today. I'll either catch up with you tomorrow, which is Tuesday, or Wednesday, and then we'll just keep going with the peak week. But I don't want to show you every single thing, or the video will be like an hour long, so there's no need for that. And it's a lot of talking. So we'll wrap it up here, and yeah, we'll chat soon. It's Tuesday, lunchtime. Just out on my quick walk on my lunch. Steps have been reduced today, so down to 8,000. Running my first rest day, obviously doing 2 back to back like I mentioned yesterday, but yeah, a bit lower output today, just kind of freshening up the body a bit, and I predict that food will be adjusted come Thursday, potentially tomorrow, but we will see tomorrow when we check in. But other than that, there's not really too much going on today. Same routine as always with the morning. Same routine with small break and lunch now, just out doing a few steps, same meals, and later on after work I'm just going to put the head down and study, because I have an exam in like 2.5 weeks with work, so that is the priority this evening, and I will catch up with you tomorrow when I have more updates. It is now Thursday morning. I'm actually off work now for the next few days, which is lovely. Bit of food being trickled in today, which is always nice. I checked in with Jim this morning. I'm gonna pop photos up now. Basically, like, the body is getting fresher without extra food at the moment, which is really exciting, to be honest, because it just shows when we do add food in, it'll just make things even better. So first time I woke up this morning of the whole prep, absolutely starving at like 5 in the morning. It took me about 20 minutes to get back to sleep. Thankfully I went back to sleep, so I was like humming and hawing, like, do I just get up right now, do I go for a walk? But I didn't. I just waited it out and I went back to sleep for like 2 hours, which was great. But about to have meal 1 on my high day. This is like my last like full session at reduced volume before the show. And we'll just be doing a bit of pump work the day before the show, which is on Sunday, so that'll be Saturday. And yeah, I'll just show you the meal 1 now. There is meal 1. There actually is more food in this other than banana and raspberries. That's the whey paste on top. So it's roughly about 750 calories, about 120 carb, 40 protein, and about 6 to 8 grams of fat. Meal 1. I'm assuming there's going to be a nice kind of increased carbohydrates today, but that is meal 1 for now. So 30 grams of whey paste, 150 grams of raspberries, 150 grams banana, 100 grams of cream of rice, and there's cinnamon dashed across it as well. And there's 15 grams of dark chocolate, and a bit of pink salt and no salt. So that's meal 1. Honestly, like, this is the perfect setup on my first day off. It's actually great. Like, Like, I'm used to being up at like 6, half 6 most mornings. Boss rolled out of bed 8 o'clock, chilling, eating loads of food here, watching the overlap. It's a great morning. It's a great morning. Just want to touch on the 2 rest days. Like, I literally done nothing, so hence why I didn't record much. I literally went to work, done my 8,000 steps, and came home and put the feed up. So, reason being that there wasn't actually much to show, but you won't even notice that because this is obviously getting clipped. But I'm going to try show you more today, and yeah, just keep you posted. One thing I want to mention as well, just dawned at me in there, I don't think people realise how much of a luxury it is to have access to any sort of food like in the space of minutes. Like we have access to anything in the space of 10 minutes through our phone. So with this diet, right, I've dieted multiple times in the past, but never to this degree. Like, this is my 22nd week of dieting, and it will continue after show 1 for roughly 26, 27 weeks, okay? And then I have to nail the post show after. But my point being, your food focus obviously heightens quite a bit when dieting. So I appreciate any meal I have so much more. And like, the gratitude I have towards simple, good, nutritious food is on another level because everything tastes insane. Like, I seen my coach's training partner, Joe Gani, was speaking about it on his YouTube. I really like his YouTube, by the way. If anyone likes kind of bodybuilding stuff, go give it a look. But he was touching on like my, it's like, say, like, if I was out with the boys or whatever, and they're like, would you not be mad for like some of this or some of that? I'm like, no, it doesn't even cross my mind. Like I would much prefer to eat my meal plan every day of the week over a fucking like burger and chip or something. 100%. And they're like, that you must be lying. I'm not. Honestly, like, I get so much more satisfaction out of eating single ingredient, nutritious, dense food 5 times a day rather than like wasting it all over one big meal and then my digestion is fucked for ages, like for 2 days. Obviously, look, with food, like with the meals, of course, like I'm a foodie. Like, I love the nice food as well, but there's a time and place for it, and I don't like feel like people really understand the benefit of dieting at stages in their life when it is necessary, because you just have so much more gratitude like for good food and how lucky we are to have access to anything we want. So like, I urge anyone to do a diet eventually at some stage in your life, like because it obviously needs to make sense. Like, you can't just diet for the sake of dieting if like you have no body fat on you. But if you're ever in a stage where you're just so used to convenience and like everything needs to taste like pizza, like, it shouldn't be the case. Like, you should be able to enjoy single ingredient nutritious food as much as something that's like a bit processed, that we all should enjoy time to time. But you shouldn't be eating stuff every day where you're like, oh, sickened to have to eat this. You should be grateful that you get the chance to eat it, because some people, like, and this is to an extreme, some people don't get that luxury, unfortunately. So be very grateful that you have the option to make a meal plan to suit your goals that is going to be relatively tasty and very nutritious if you like plan it correctly. Pre-workout going in: 100 grams cream of rice, white chocolate, coconut, 35 grams of whey paste, which is, you can't really see because I have cinnamon over it, 25 grams dark chocolate, 100 gram raspberry, and that is the meal. And then the rice is currently on in the rice cooker. I'm just too lazy to actually make it in the pot. I just think convenience is a must. 245 grams dry weight rice before cooked, and then that is what is going down right now. Back again, about to head to the gym. Just got the intra workout ready, so I'll show you now. So, intra, 30 grams of carbohydrates, so cyclic dextrin, and I have 15 grams of EAAs in this with about 300 mils of water, and then I have about a litre of just normal water with a serving of a hydration formula called Hydromax. So that is what I have for today's session. This is what I have every day, but yeah, just kind of ready now to crack on. Right, just in warming up on my second exercise. So I just done 2 sets of laterals just now. You would have seen the first set. Look, the sole purpose of today's session is not to be going out trying to fucking hit new personal bests. It's literally just to get in, do 2 sets on most exercises, 1 set on this press now, which I'll show you in just a second. But other than that, it's just to keep a rep or so in reserve, get good stimulus for the sets, high reps, and just keep the body fresh for the next few days. But this is the last proper session I'm having before the show. Just out of the gym. Coach is home as well, which was nice. Always nice to get an in-person check-in. He's very happy with everything, so we're just monitoring the next few days with fluid, with keeping steps kind of very moderate, nothing crazy. 5-minute walk after each meal, and then that's about it. So gonna go home now, chill out, and yeah, catch you in a bit. Cream of rice again. So look, 3 meals of cream of rice today. 100 grams cream of rice, 35 grams whey paste, 80 grams banana, 100 grams of raspberries, and I actually have to add in 15 grams of peanut butter today, so I forgot. A bit of cinnamon on it as well. There we go, much better. It's now the evening time, just had a few errands to do. This is meal 4. So there's 100 grams raw weight chicken before cooked, 100 grams veg, 120 grams dry weight rice before cooked, and about 15 grams of barbecue sauce. That time in prep, you know what it is. Finally shaved about fucking an hour and a half later. worst thing about prep, 100%. Thank God I have a girlfriend, Emma, thank you. worst thing ever, honestly. Like I can't do that by myself. Like I'm not flexible enough. It's the worst part ever. But about to eat meal 5 now. I'll show you what I'm about to eat, and then I'm gonna call it a day for the YouTube. And I'll show you tomorrow. I have to go get the drug test tomorrow. I have to go into town, get a few bits, because I'm getting the tan done Saturday. Probably touch on that earlier on, but yeah. Last meal, so 100 grams of chicken, 120 grams of dry weight rice, I'm pretty sure. 10 grams of peanut butter, salt and cinnamon. Look, this looks a bit bland, but it's just what is going down. And then I have 100 grams of pineapple as well. And that's it. So I will chat to you tomorrow. YouTube, what's happening? Friday morning. About to make my way up to Wexford for the polygraph test. Had to take out €80 for the fucking polygraph test. What an absolute scene. Supposedly there's like a lie detector test or something with it, so we'll see how this goes. Chatting a bit. Just traffic is some load of bollocks. fucking on the key there about the last 20 minutes, like, that place is to be, like. Lads, what a load of absolute bollocks. I swear to God. Like, I thought I was going to be doing like a urine test, the whole lot. It was like a fucking lie detector test with like these little like 3 things on my fingers. And I had to answer a load of questions in a hotel room. Like, it was the maddest thing ever. But I think like, obviously if you finish top 3 or you win the show or something, they do a urine sample then. But like, I don't know, that was a bit mental, to be honest. Back in Waterford now, about to eat my second meal of the day. And then I have to go into Penny's and get a few bits. But boys, never leave the house without a meal if you want to stay unskinny. Just walking through town there and got a big whiff of lovely food, whatever it was, because it's the Harvest Fest down in Waterford starting today. But like, I just admired that it was good food. I don't get in my own head about, oh, why can't I have this, like, that's so unfair, like, this food is so nice, like, why can't I have it now? Because if you're thinking like that when you're in a diet phase, your head's in the completely wrong place. You should be able to, like, differentiate the difference between, okay, right now I can't have it, I don't want to have it because that wouldn't help me towards the diet, and just crack back on to what you were doing. So don't be deep in these things too much, and it will lead to better results. Little black Americano. Alright, ladies and gents, on the way back into the gym now for a bit of posing. Just chilling for the last while, eating food, keeping the feet up, but just on the way into the gym to do a few rounds of posing, to get a look over to see if I need more food. And then I'm just gonna go back home and do the same thing with the feet up. So yeah, chat in a bit. 6 o'clock now. 50 grams of carbs have been added in since yesterday. So what that is going to entail is just 20 grams of honey on top of each rice meal, and the rice meals are now 150 rather than yesterday it was like 120 and 125 plus across both. But both are now 150 plus 20 grams of honey. So that is the plan of action now. We're going to tuck into this, and I will catch you tomorrow when I'm getting the tan. Just wrapped up the pump session. It's now like 9 AM, 9:15. On the way up to Wexford to get the tan on, boys. So pre-tan obviously, then I have to get tanned again tomorrow. But have a good look at me, because this is the last time you're going to see me this fucking pasty white for a while anyway. But yeah, on the way up to Wexford, I had to go to the Brandon House again to register for the tan, and then make my way over to St. Michael's Theatre for 11 to get the tan on, and then I will speak to you in a bit. Right boys, back now, all tanned. Look at this. Bro is tanned. Ready to go. It's first coat on, so look, they'll touch it up. They'll touch it up tomorrow. But yeah, very, very smooth process. Went up to the Brandon Hotel to register, then had to like go drive into the town to St. Michael's Theatre. Was in and out 20 minutes, which was nice. And now the plan is just to put the feet up, relax, and get ready for tomorrow. So peak week vlog over. If you've watched it, thank you very much. It's going to be a long one. I'm going to record a video for show day tomorrow, so this is going to go up, and you're probably going to see another one up the day after. But thanks for watching, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and let me know what you thought of the video. So speak soon.